Hello, my fellow Aussians. I have a new background. Well, kind of. I don't know. Is this new? By the way, I am not non-binary. I go by she, they, so I just got this cool flag from my friend.
American flag behind me and an American flag.
But tonight, I have taken it upon myself to read fan fictions of my favorite shows and movies. Hey twin, it's Ozzy from the future, and I just want to let you know that I said in the beginning of the video that I was gonna read fan fictions of all my favorite shows and movies, but I only got to one movie because I low-key got invested in the plot. So if you don't want to watch me read Avatar fan fiction, then you should get on out of here. Love you! This is probably the worst idea I've ever had because it's probably gonna ruin all my favorite shows. I kind of hate this camera angle, but it's just gonna have to work. I literally made a Wattpad account for this. I've made a nice list. I'm gonna read it to you. First, we have The Maze Runner, K-pop Demon Hunters. Don't come at me for that one. This movie was peak before the Brain Rot kids got to it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, specifically the 2018 version. Teen Wolf, the show, because I'm not Unk. Avatar, yes, the blue aliens. And Teen Titans. Starting off strong, we're gonna start with Avatar because, I don't know, I feel like this is hard to ruin.
Yeah, when they see me, they salute to have a juku. Some pink pumps, pink thumbs, and the toots.
I'm gonna go find one I want to read, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm doing freaky ones because low-key I'm not here to read like Avatar rewritten because that's just boring. I realize I have to screen record. Is it Shift Command 5? Oh. So we have I See You, 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� Reader, Love in the Water, which is 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴���. Bro, I'm already regretting this. None of these are good. We're just gonna do the one with the most views. We're gonna do 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴𝓂 because he has 1.1 million views, bro. Oh my god. Okay, how do I do this? I've never used Wattpad before. Warning. There are being mature language and mature scenes. No! Bear with me. This might not end well. He's 19.
You a pedophile.
Also, 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴��� kind of scares me.
I just love my dog.
Okay, I'm gonna be back when I find something juicy about this thing because literally it's literally a whole entire story, bro. I'm not about to read that.
16 carriages driving away.
Okay, so this is not like 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓪𝓴𝓂 Reader, thank God. It's like the person who wrote it, it's their OC, and her name is Leah. So I'm gonna read the first part. Oh, and this is 𝓕𝓻𝓮. 𝓕𝓻𝓮 chuckled, gesturing to him. Hi, 𝓕𝓻𝓮 smiled. Cool, I'm 𝓕𝓻, and this is my brother 𝓕𝓻𝓮. And I'm Kiri. Seeing all heads toward her, Leah blinked out for a moment before quickly realizing that it was her turn to introduce herself. Leah Naka? But Leah's fine. When she spoke, 𝓕𝓻𝓮's eyes lingered on her the whole time. He kept wondering why she was so quiet. Ew! She caught his gaze momentarily before looking away. Okay, so then we jump in the water because the reef fam is showing us around. Okay, so they're learning how to ride like the ilus. Here, I have one. Learning how to ride that in the water now. And 𝓕𝓻𝓮 is like the older brother and he's teaching Took to ride. And so now we're left with 𝓕𝓻𝓮. He hummed, thinking to himself as he drew her attention back to him. Your posture is all wrong. Leah frowned. Okay, well how should I sit then? Oh! Okay. Oh! Sorry, I'm reading ahead. In a swift movement, he grabbed her thigh and shifted them back a little, then placed one hand on her diaphragm and the other on her lower back. He straightened her up. Diaphragm? Girl, what? This wording is so funny. What the hell is a diaphragm? What is a diaphragm? That's good. Okay, I'll go. French lip. Diaphragm. Images. Oh. Okay, so like, lower stomach or something? Does that make sense? Okay, anyway. Now that he was closer to her, he couldn't help but notice how tiny her waist was. Oh, fuck! Damn! Leah's eyes widened at the sudden exchange of physical touch between them. However, 𝓕𝓮 seemed unfazed as he moved back and examined her again. Arch your back a little. What? She snapped her head in his direction. Oh, that came out wrong, didn't it? He smiled, obviously teasing her. But Leah wasn't amused. This is freaky. I'm kinda here for it. This might make this movie better. This is kinda like make the bond. Grabbing her braid, Leah connects hers with the 𝓕𝓻𝓮. She gasps as the 𝓕𝓻𝓮's emotions and the feel of the water seeps into her mind and body. 𝓕𝓻𝓮 was not deemed inappropriate when done with an animal. However, with his eyes firmly on her, 𝓕𝓮 couldn't help but swallow a spit. The position she was in, the way her mouth was slightly open as her eyes fluttered shut, he couldn't take his eyes off. This is how I spend my Friday nights. Okay, so basically now there's like a welcoming party for us because we just got to like the reef and people are dancing. Hey guys, it's Elsie from the future again, which is never a good sign. But guess who lost the footage? It was me. Guys, I promise this won't happen again. Literally happens in every single one of my videos, but I promise it won't happen again, okay? I'm gonna keep the footage. But yeah, so there's not gonna be like little pictures of what I'm reading anymore, so you're just gonna have to lock in and listen to what I'm saying. Also, you can tell I've put off this video for a really long time because in the video my hair is dark and I have braces on, and I don't have braces on anymore, so enjoy the rest of the video. Now Leah was standing alone, watching the people dance around her. She wasn't much of a dancer, even back home. Just as she was turning to leave, she felt a hand lightly touch her waist. Surprised, her head snapped to the side and she gasped, seeing 𝓕𝓮 smirking at her. Do I have to teach you how to dance too? He teased, his eyes traveling from her face to her hips. Oh my god, wait, I need to calm down. This is not good. I haven't smiled that big in so long. Look at me that way. No, she stuttered, his eyes meeting hers again. I was just about to leave. Dance with me, he offered, nudging his head with a playful smile. Leah was in doubt. She wasn't sure if he was playing with her or if he was just being serious. She could feel the heat radiating from his body as he stood close to her. Context, it's the next day and we're like learning how to spearfish now. Anyway, while they were underwater, 𝓕𝓮 had handed her the spear. She raised her arm ready to throw until he stopped her. He shook his head. By using his hand gestures, he tried to communicate with her. However, she just looked at him in confusion. 𝓕𝓮 letting out a small chuckle as he swam closer to her from behind. The moment his bare chest touches her back, her eyes widened. While pointing to the fish with one hand, he placed his other hand over her own, which was holding onto the spear. She could feel her heart rate begin to rise as he leaned in close to her face. 𝓕𝓮, however, had to muster every bit of strength that he had to keep his mind out of the gutter. Like, bro was trying so hard not to, like, tweak out and start, like, gooning. Okay, so I kind of locked in and read a lot, and I just went over this part where, I probably shouldn't read, but I'm gonna read it anyway. I'm scared. Okay, so basically, after she, like, oh, I didn't film this part, but basically, Leah got hurt, and 𝓕𝓮's, like, taking care of her, and they went to the pier, and he, like, is changing her bandage on her ankle. And this is what's going on. The position she was in, with the one leg extended onto his lap and the other on the pier, with her arms behind her to support her and with her lips slightly parted. She was breathtakingly beautiful in his eyes.
Lady boner gone.
Okay, so the Na'vi, their outfits, they've got like a strap around their waist and like a piece of cloth covering their nose square. The cloth is like it's like down in the middle of her legs, so her hips are exposed.
I'm extremely confused. You're confused? I'm fucking confused, bro.
It didn't help that the netted top she was wearing had slightly shifted over, revealing the side of her bust. Sight of her aroused Almond, who suddenly felt a burning sensation between his thighs. No, please! How can I ever repay you? She continued, a playful smile on her lips as she gazed at him. It took him just a moment to clear his throat and respond to her sarcasm. He could think of a million ways of how she could repay him, but he needed to get his mind out of the gutter. Do you really want me to answer that question? I was being sarcastic. Leah grumbled as she turned away from him. A chuckle escaped his lips. We on chapter 7, and there's like an M in parentheses. What does that mean? So, I'm at the point of where I'm having regrets reading this. Because why did I just read about a fictional blue alien jerking it? Oh, fuck! This is not for the weak. Also, the M at the top stands for mature scene. So I fear we won't be making it to the other ones because I'm kind of invested in this now. I need to know what happens because now I'm like intrigued, but like I don't know if it's in a good or bad way because low-key I'm so uncomfortable. My back hurts so bad, but low-key what? This is actually like this is a problem. Okay.
These are 5-star.
So I obviously changed positions because my back hurts so bad, but I'm still reading it and I'm on chapter 13 now and literally nothing is happening, bro. Like they almost kissed and then nothing happened, so I'm just skimming through it, but also I'm not really skimming because I'm actually kind of reading it because it's kind of like anyway, I might have to finish this in the morning because I'm low-key
16 paranoia-filled days later.
I stayed up till like 3 a.m. finishing that story and I regret it. I feel disgusting. I am uncomfortable. That means I'm gonna do it again.
What?
I'm not gonna put it in this video because this video is too long already. I don't know what's gonna happen with this video. It's kind of shit, but I did giggle a little bit while I was editing. But yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day, night, or whatever you're doing. I love you. Adios.
Back to the future.